A letter from Honda, and they've said 1981 Honda CT. So now I'm going to fill out the rest of the paperwork. Fun. Right then, welcome to this video. I've been doing a lot of bits today. Made some good progress. So I got the engine out. The old engine is in that box over there, and my camera's caught. This is the life fan. So just going to give it a quick wipe down on top, and then work out how these are meant to go in. Not entirely sure. So something goes in here, something goes in here. I think we're a little bit out. I'm going to raise it up and see how far out it is and see how this all works, and try to bolt this sucker in, and then I have to work about rewiring, because originally this is to go to here, but that's a block connector and it's only got 4 wires, so well, we're gonna have some fun here. So, bit of a pain. Got the mounting kit out anyway, so if you want to know how it works, the plate goes upside down, right? Okay, this isn't properly in either, so I just put it all into work out. It took me a while because no instructions. So the plate goes upside down, and then the foot pegs and all this needs to be assembled at the same time. So I'm going to have to undo all of this again to redo it. But you can see that adapter plate bracket goes this way up, I think. Might have to come back to this. The top bolt, you can't use the original one that comes with the engine. You have to get another C90 one, which I did. Well, I had some spares, because this hole is bigger than this one, the diameter, sorry. So what will happen, yeah, you won't be able to thread the thing through. This is thinner. This is the Lifan engine. It's a thinner thing. These are, sorry, yeah, there you go. Thick original. Well, that's a CT, that's a C90 one, so much thicker. But the bottom one doesn't matter with the bottom one, because the bottom one you still use. And we'll have to take it off again to put these in, so I've just put it all in to see if it all fits. Oh, what a pain this was. So like that, that's how it goes underneath the thing. So I've got to feed that all through in the order. It's not too difficult, but I probably would recommend doing it before you put the engine in place. But that's how it goes through there, and then I've got to undo all the bolts one by one, probably, to get all this lined up again or something. Right, so and if that's all in properly and then it's secure, then I'm moving to the next step. So let's see if this all works first. So it's not that intuitive really, but we've got to make sure I don't have a workshop to do that. Right. Okay, so I've bolted this to the end one here, because this is how it all comes up, and you can't get that bolt on after the fact. And the engine does move a little bit, so we need to tilt the engine forward at a certain point as well. Second one going in, say, so this is meant to go up here somewhere. I think this is going to go in between. Let's have a look. So, thanks for the tip, Mikey. Putting it on its side. Right, it's on. Back to this another day. I think I've just put it in. It's all in the wrong way round, so I've got to put the plate the other way round. But I know how it fits now, so I'm going to flip the bike on its side and do it again tomorrow, maybe, if it's not raining. That's enough for today. It's getting dark. It's the next morning. Took it off, put it the other way. Foot pegs wouldn't fit, so I took it off, flipped it around the other again. It doesn't seem to make any difference. There's a couple of mils difference either side, here and here, but nothing, really nothing major. The foot pegs will be in the same place. The engine's in there solid now. I'm just trying to work out how to line this up. I will have to drill 2 extra holes in this thing, so I'm just trying to line it up now. Work out where I need to drill the holes. Drill the holes, bolt that in, then see if the exhaust all fits in as well. So it's, yeah, and then I haven't got all the wiring loom bits, so that's why I'm doing the bash. with some brute force, I reckon this will line up. It's so close to lining up without doing anything. So just got to line up these holes. See, it's in there. But what am I catching on? Let's have a look. I think, okay, I've taken that little bit off the end of the foot peg, which I might regret later. To cut out, it's a bit hard to see, but it's in there. Let's take this off. Right, now it's off. I need to trim out this section here. This is where it's coming on contact with the foot pegs, so I need to cut off, I'd say, this section here. I do get some support from my patrons, and I do thank you for it, but you know, tools are expensive, and I don't have a thing, so I'm gonna have to cut this off by hand. But if you want to support the channel and help me get better tools and fund my addiction of buying crappy bikes, please do so. I chipped out, or nibbled out, just a couple of bits under here. I mean, just because of these foot pegs that I've got. These are pit bike foot pegs, not C90 foot pegs, but the clearance is a bit rubbish still, so I'm going to bolt it all up and see how it fits now, but it does all line up. So yeah, let's bolt it up and see what happens. Put the bash plate on loosely. This side bolts have gone in, this side bolts, I might just make these holes a couple of mils bigger so it can fit, but they just, I don't know, slightly out of alignment somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but they were a little bit bent anyway, so they're not quite straight anyway. So yeah, sort that out later. First I just want to try and get this exhaust on so it all lines up. It looks like it all lines up anyway, and it doesn't, like, once it's bolted in it won't touch the thing. The problem is getting it bolted in. This flange and this bit here, yeah, leave a massive air gap. Even when it'll be tightened down, it'll leave a massive air gap. So, trying to lighten it, you can see the gap right there. So even when it's tightened down, the exhaust won't be properly connected. Oh, this nut. So it's too tight to get in an open-ended spanner in there. So I've assembled my tool on the inside so I can use it, because that's blocking me. But luckily I've got this tiny ratchet which is now tying it up. Come on. God, that'd take forever if I was doing this with just an open-ended spanner. This would take all day. So I've tightened it all the way down, and so that's the gap I've got. That's a bit too big to fill in with just the copper washer. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do there, because that's a bit too big. Another day in the shed, and right, well, the wiring and stuff, what I'm going to do is I need to get a coil, so that will be for a later date, the coil will be, but I managed to get this for 20 quid. Now this is possibly not the correct one. This is for an older traily bike, but it looks about the same and it's a lot taller. So you know what, this will probably be better than that. So I'm going to replace this round, because at the moment the whole bike is just leaning on that one point right there, because no side stand and not really a good main stand. So I lean the bike over, carefully tap this out without knocking the bike over, and then put this one in. Now, I've got no springs or anything, but I might be able to adapt the C90 stuff to get it to fit, but I don't know. This, I reckon what's going to happen is I'm just going to end up zip tying this up to the frame, so then if I need to use a centre stand I can just like cut a zip tie or something. But yeah, once this is in, this will make it much easier. and I need to drop the engine out again, because remember this bolt is the standard size, and we need to put the thicker one in, but this you actually have to drill the engine by a millimetre or something, just a millimetre each side. Everyone does it apparently, so it's not that much metal. Hopefully I've got the right size drill bit, so I've got to do that, which means I've got to take this off again. But yeah, drop it down and I should be able to just do it on the bike. I don't think I'll need to take the engine back out again. And then yeah, work out the wiring situation another day, but I do need to get a coil before I continue. I have to I don't know if I'll change the loom over, because I could do. I could change the loom, but we'll see. Change the loom to just a simple C90 one. I reckon it would all fit quite nicely in here somewhere. Right, let's get to work. So it does actually fit. The only thing is it comes up all the way to here, but that's because on the inside of here there's a rubber bung missing. So there's a bolt there, so I might be able to get I don't know, just even just a bolt and something on the other side of that, just to stop it from coming all the way back. And I need to work out what sort of spring I need. I think a spring, I don't know where this spring goes. I think it goes probably up here somewhere. So it just holds it into the up position. But that's going to be quite a big spring. I think you can get a spring for it. Just not sure. Not sure. Right, so this goes on there. Now what? Get it on the stand, see if it stands up. That's a good idea. Well, hey. Actually, no, I need to take the exhaust back off again, because this is oh, so much stuff to do on this bike. Also got a seat. Now, it's not the right colour. Well, it's just off the same. It's just off the red, I think. It's not, and it should fit. Is my to the petrol tank. I don't know if I'm going to use it. It's ever so slightly narrower, but that was only a tenner, so can't really complain. Not sure what I'm going to do with this. The list is endless. Right, let's just do something, and then we have to work out all the loom stuff. Stop thinking about the loom. We're not there yet. This needs to be drilled out on the engine itself to fit better with this hole. So custom bikes start to get really annoying. So I've got the bolts. I'm all ready to do the drill, but I think I need a size 9 or 10, because it's not an 8 and it's not an 11. And what size don't I have? I don't have a 9 and I don't have a 10. So I can't actually do this now. Right, I'll put the other bolt back in. And welcome to today's video. Today, making a side stand. So I've got the foot pegs on. And I did try this side stand, but it doesn't quite fit properly. So you know what? Keep this original one original without modifying anything. But let's chop this one here. Chop this one about here. And then maybe just weld a foot onto the bottom of it, and hopefully that's fine. It's something I already had from a previous build that I never used. So yeah. Should work. Thing came with my foot pegs that I got, and the foot pegs were a tenner themselves, so you can see, well, sawing that off. That's yeah, did think it was a bit light. It's a hollow tube, whereas the original, yeah, far greater. Right, so let's figure out what I want to do with this. So I've got my side stand on. Need to put some sort of foot on it. But yeah, it goes on. I need to find a spring for it, so I think I'm going to try and find a spring for it now. And then yeah, I'm going to try and figure out what sort of foot I could use. Now, as I've got hockey pucks on my other bike, it might be just a case of bolting a hockey puck to the base, which does sound probably the easiest option, because I mean it's got a good thing there. We just need to get a base of some kind. It's only a little bit off, so sticking a hockey puck in it would increase the height of it though. But that's a good lean angle, it's not leaning over too far, so I've got the right... It could go with leaning over a bit further actually. The whole bike just moves. And it's like, oh. Spring on there now. Unfortunately it's one of these types now. Yep, as soon as you lift it up, the automatically retracts. Not sure how I feel about that. I kind of just smashed my knee in with the side stand, putting the spring on it. The blinking side stand came in and smashed my knee, just to a point where I almost passed out. It was like one of them really, it catches you so off guard. Anyway, so that's the side stand. A little bit clunky, but it works. So down and up. It moves a little bit on the point, but it's very stiff. But you see, it catches sometimes, but it does move. So it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than the other one. Now, to see if the bike actually stands up. I think these bikes do lean over quite far anyway, so I think that's normal. That is a bit of a lean though, but yeah, it works. Awesome stuff. I put this on. I managed to find this in my spares, so I need to get a spring which is a bit shorter than this. So not sure what I'm going to do there. I might see if I can find like another side stand spring or something, because I think this is a brake spring, so it's not the correct one. So yeah, I will have to change that, but that's fine, I can easily do that. Actually, where is the brake spring gone? Or hopefully it's in one of these boxes somewhere. Uh-oh, it's probably in there, I hope. Yep, alright, so new springs. Yeah, the list is going to be endless. Find bits online and then to come back to the shed because you need to measure it to make sure it's the right size. Right. Ow. So, yeah. Right, well, not a lot I can do now, so I need to get a new drill bit, a coil. I still need to get a coil. Some other little. It's going to add up. It is going to be an expensive build, I think. Yep, I can easily see this me spending £1,000 over the next 6 months. It might take a while to get this one on the road. So yeah, don't forget you can always support the channel with Patreon. It's going to cost me a fair few bob to get all this done. But yeah, hopefully it will be on the road for spring next year. I still hope for that. I have got everything now for the DVLA. I've got all the documents in order, so I'll be hopefully applying for a reg soon, because I need to sort some things out and then send all the paperwork in, and I think a few months later I should get the reg and stuff. So hopefully once I get the reg, then I can get it on the road, yada yada yada, get the license plate made up, and it's good. So yeah, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a project. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next episode, whenever that will be.